my name is Regan Stachler. I'm the chef and owner of the Little Hen restaurant in Apex, Holly Springs, which is a little south of Raleigh. Little Hen is a farm-to-table restaurant. I try to work directly with farmers. In the summer, this is a great time of year for us for what we do. I'm the sole owner with my wife, and it gives me a lot of freedom to do what I want. I decided years back, about 10 years ago, that I was just gonna go all out and learn everything, and I try to learn something new every day. And that's kind of what I do in my kitchen, and I pass on to my staff. So, as a kid, so many people have like the grandmother and whatnot, and that was kind of the same for me. My mom, I grew up on an island that was, I think it's 5 miles long in Florida, and everyone knew everyone where I was. This is back in '76, and when I was born. But if there was any event, like a soccer game or whatnot, and the parents would get together with food and whatnot, if they knew my mom was going to bring in food, everyone was excited. And it was like my mom was always the cook, and without getting emotional about it, it's just, that's how it is for I think so many of us. It's just that family. And I just had my mom here right now, and she made me her famous green chili dish that was passed on from her mother that I never even got to meet. My grandmother died the year before I was born, and that's all part of what I do. It definitely helps drive me. My transition into this business was, I started at a young age, just like so many people, just trying to get a job. I used to ride my bike up to a Wendy's. That was my first food-related job. Actually, even before that, I was a busboy at a seafood restaurant and a dish boy. And those two jobs, my first year, I was like in Florida. I think you can start when I was like 14 years old, and I had those two jobs, and so I was just in there around food, and I loved it. And as time went on, I went from one job to another in that same field, and whenever I felt comfortable, I knew I could get a restaurant job, and I'd be good at it. In Florida, we have a lot of country clubs, so I worked my way up through country clubs. Though I've always preferred the more independent style. I went to French Culinary, which is in Manhattan, because I said, I've been in this business a long time. I don't know how much I'm going to get out of culinary school, but if I can go to Manhattan and work while I'm doing it, that could change my life. And it did in so many ways. Like I said, even meeting my wife in my class. I met my wife in my class, pretty great. And I told the deans that. I said, if I get nothing out of this school, I got a wife out of this. I'm going to marry this girl. So, but my first job up there was Austera de Churco, which is owned by the family that owns famous Le Cirque restaurant. When I was in high school and going in college also, I wanted to be a teacher, even at one point, and my dad's a teacher, and that's kind of how I approach my kitchen. I like educating guys on things, and I like learning myself every day. I think that's why. It's like and I see it in their faces. They get excited about what we do. I come across people all the time that don't know who the heck we are. Like, we're Little Hen. A little red hen? No, we're not the book you read your children. We're Little Hen, and we're there, and we're trying to make the best food we can do. And like I say, it drives us there. I had to be in this competition. I ate at it last year, and watched a friend compete, and I was on them right away. I said, I want in. I emailed them numerous times. I said, I want to be part of this competition. It's part of who I am, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, I'm ready for this.